Welcome to Way Farms, as we value our land here in West Tennessee. My name is Dion Way from Alamo, Tennessee, is where the farm is at. This is gonna be, I'm gonna start a YouTube video of all the harvesting and all the stuff that we're doing. What I'm doing now, I'm going to shop area, so-called shop area, where the shop is gonna be built at, and then I'm just gonna show you around like all the stuff that we I should've YouTube some videos or created some videos that all the stuff that I had bought, me and my brother had bought. His name is Damian Wade, and so I think I'm doing it right. I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna walk around and I'm gonna show you everything that we have. You know, we had old stuff, you know, we had a 4840 and we had a 4640, which we currently have now. And we also have a 4230, which is we have now still. And we had a 4630 that we traded, and I'm gonna go over that with you, and I'm gonna walk around, show you the equipment and everything that we have. And give you a little update about the shop and everything. So over the course of time, when my dad had passed, me and my brother, we stepped in and we kind of like not just took over everything, but we like my father always said, the show must go on. And so me and my brother Damian, we're taking over everything and trying to keep everything going. Because that's the life of the farmer. So let's get out and let's talk about it. All the things that we have, and I should have YouTube in the video. I should have started my own YouTube channel, a long time ago. But hey, it is what it is. Let me move the truck somewhere and get it set. I gotta go get some gas. So we're gonna start by the 4630, which is no longer here. So I'm gonna go to start to finish on everything that we have, and then we're gonna talk about the shop area and then how we're gonna do things. And so let me get out and let's talk about it. I'm gonna leave my truck running. So the 4630 we traded last year, and we got rid of it and got this. We had got an 8100. Now this is an 8100. I'm not for sure what year it is. I forgot. We got this tractor, and me and my brother had tag team and got a planter, and which is right over. I got a point right there. And we picked it up. I went and picked it up in another county, and I took the tractor out there. I took a 4640 out there. I'm not a good YouTube specialist, but anyways, I took a 4640 out there, and it was already picked up off the ground, but it was a 3-box, but I needed a 4-box just to operate that planter, because they had the wiring and everything. That's where this came in. So this is the 8100. It's not gonna start right now because it's cold out here. Cause I came out here yesterday and tried to start everything, and the cold got everything. So this is the 8100. This is the thing that I was talking about. I couldn't find this to operate the planter or the drill. And what I did was, it was like a box that's supposed to go right here that everybody has to go across that operates the planter to pick up and fold for transport. And so what I did was, I made my own box. So I did this right here. I made see, all it is just that. See, I just made a plate, and then I just, just stuck it down off in there, and then I can just use my switches, like that. So what I did was I kind of saved money, which is this right here was under $20. Now, if you would have got that box, it was been like I priced that box. It was probably like $3,000. I may could have got it cheaper, but I was like, nah, it's not even worth the. So what I did was I just created an old junction box to operate the planter back there, which is I'm gonna show you because I'm gonna show you around, just to operate the planter, and then so I got it working. So this is the 81. This is the planter monitor. This is what you call the planter monitor right here, and that operates the planter. That's like a cooler or whatever. So, and I'm not gonna crank it up because it ain't gonna start because I'm gonna have to jump it off, and everybody doing these cold start videos, and we all know, these type of tractors don't do well in the cold weather, as far as jumping off or whatever. All right, we're gonna move on. This right here is a corn header. Yes, you see the John Deere in the background. All right, why do you have a Case IH corn header and you got a John Deere combine? Okay, good question. We had a Case IH 2388 combine. It burnt up, and I got the insurance off of it, and then we got a combine. So I got that combine back last year in November, and that in the header. So this corn header is no longer mine. Now the reason why I traded this corn header, that bush hog, and that do-all for that, and a real disc, and a bush hog over there, which is a 20-footer. So this corn header is already traded. It's already owned by Case IH, so it's just waiting on them to come and get it. And we also have another implement down there that I'm going to pick up next week, because all this week I do have a public job, and, I kind of work between working and farming at the same time. And so that's how that is. So this is the bush hog. I need to show you the other one. This is the bush hog. This is a 12820 bush hog, and it's a 20-footer. And got this doing the auction. Got it in the auction, and here's the other bush hog that Case got. That's the scratcher do-all. And that's been here for years. It does a good job, and I love it. I hate to see it leave, but we got to upgrade. This is my dad's bush hog. This is, I guess, an 8-row or whatever. And it still does good. I hate to get rid of it, but, when equipment start getting bigger and you start expanding on the farm, you have to upgrade your tool. And so, which is what we got right here. What I got right here. Yeah, it's a real good bush hog, and I love it. I love it. Now, this right here is the man's best friend. Every farmer should have one. Well, not this kind, but this is a Kilbro 490. And I had got this last year. And like I said, I should have made a video and YouTube everything I had bought. It's called like keeping record or whatever. But the reason why I got this auger out, this right here, is because there's a bearing in there right there that sits out in the opening. And I don't want it to get snowed on, froze on, rained on, in a type of weather like this. So I just leave it out. And then, of course, when it's warm and then it's hot, like that, and then I fold it back in. So that's the Kilbro. That's the Kilbro 490. Now, I don't know. They say they hold about 500 bushels, but I never just actually filled it up. Now, this right here It's old, buddy. This is a 750 drill. And this is Old Faithful now. It's still outplaying anything that America has and John Deere has today. We still use it, but we only use it in tight spots. And it's a real good drill. And I think that drill is about 15 years old, I believe, if not 20. Then we got my box blade, and I use that to fix base rows and ditches and terraces. It's got a flat on it though, but of course that's farm life. And let's go over to the planter that we was talking about. And this is a 7200 12-row planter. And that's the one I was talking about that I made that junction box for this to unfold. And what I did was, turn the camera around. What I did was I tapped into, get in there if you can see it. What I did was I tapped in them wires right there and dumps. And then just ran it in the tractor and just put toggle switches to it. That's all I did to get it, to get it to open up. So that's the planter. And I'm gonna tell you, man, I love this planter. Man, me and my brother Damon did a real good job on it. Okay, if anybody sees there are no markers on it, it was our first time. We covered a lot of terraces and everything, and one of the, I ain't gonna say no name, tore the arms off and getting too close to the fence. So we're gonna fix that. I mean, it's our first time with a planter like this. I mean, we ain't never dealt with nothing that big, because like I said, we always been with that. I can point. We always been with that drill right there, and we didn't have to worry about anything. So that's the planter, and I still love it. We plant beans with it, and actually it did real good. It did real good, and looking forward to plant some corn with it. And now right here is the 4230. This is the heartbeat of all everything. This right here was one of the first tractors that ever came to this farm when I was a baby. And it runs, but the hydraulic messed up on me last year when I was pushing dirt. And I got it out. And right here is a rod. Let's see, it's straight right here with a swervy right there. So where that rod goes is right up in here to that pump. So that's telling me that pump is bad. So I'm gonna fix this when it warms up, and we're gonna get it going, because I have to have it, because I got a lot of terraces and a lot of ditches and everything that I need to fix with. And then again, I might consider and trading it, but I don't know, because that's one of the first tractors that ever came to the farm. So I don't think I want to do that. It could be possible. I don't know. I just ain't made my mind up on stuff like that. Okay, this is the spray coat. And I had to look at the number, because I was about to say 4630, but no, it's a 3640 spray coat. And this is what we use to burn down and spray our crop with. Of course, like I said, batter down on it. Of course, everybody battered down, because I was trying to crank everything yesterday. The only thing that cranked was that combine, which is I was surprised. Now, I should have did a cold start video on that. So this is a 60-foot boom spray coat, and we use this on the farm a lot. and which is you will see in the video. Move on to something else. Now, this is one of my prides and joy. I kind of wish my father was, was still living to see this, but me and my brother bought a combine. We went half on the combine. I paid for the header and went and got a header, but I'm going to have to get rid of that header trailer because it doesn't match up to that header because it doesn't sit right, and I'm going to show you. This is a 9750 STS with the flex draper, not flex draper, with the flex head, 30 foot, as you can see right there. And the 9650 did pretty darn good. I recommend people to even get a John Deere combine because nothing runs like a Deere. And y'all gonna have to bear with me on these YouTube videos because I am cold. So this is like the start of a YouTube video. That's the 9670 combine. Now this combine right here replaced the 2388. If I can find some pictures, I might post it on the things, or I might do a video or whatever. I don't even think I had a picture. I know I took a video, but I don't even know where that's at. And so after the 2388 burnt up, and then I went and got a 9750 STS. Then we did paperwork on it, and then got the header and all like it had. And you will see a lot of that going on this year, and when we find it. So now we have a truck and a trailer. I'm not for sure what year this is. This would be my uncle's truck, which is, we got a Peterbilt. See, it's got Wave. See, it's got my logo on there, Wave Farm. And I would love to do some hauling with this. If anybody have any info of what I need to do to go haul for Tyson. Trying to hold this camera because my hands are cold. My hands are freezing. Yeah, if y'all have any info that I can do, haul for Tyson or whatever. I have a truck, and me and my brother were talking about getting another one. And we're going to try to do some hauling, man, because I see a lot of trucks going up and down the road, and I have not yet even got out there. So if you hear anything, just link it down in the description. Now, this is a real disc. I just bought this a month ago, and they dropped it off, and now I'm working on it. Now, the reason why I'm working on it, okay, I got a disc bearing out right here. And then on the chopper, I got a bearing out right here. And believe it or not, I have 5 other bearings out on the chopper going down that way, which is nuts, man. I never could understand that. But when the guy told me that they need bearings in it, I told him, well, what other equipment that you buy from Deere or Cali or Case IH or McFarland, whatever the case might be, what implement did you buy that you don't work on? I mean, everything that you buy, you're gonna have to work on it. So this is my Deere's hard. It has a leak right there, and I know what it is. It's a line that blown. This is the tractor that came with the McFarland, plus I have a Great Plains, what is it, SN 3010 drill, which is I'm gonna get, and you will see in the video as me going to get. So this is the John Deere 8630, and I never thought in a million years that I would actually own a wiggle tail. So I love this the most. That is ours right there. I can't wait to put a straight pipe on it. I just can't wait. And, you know, it's just cold out here. There go my truck right there. Now, that right there, that's my father's truck. You know, before he passed, I took over it and didn't want to sell it, didn't want to get rid of it, so it stays in the family. So this right here, that's my dad's truck. So I kept it on the farm. I, you know, do a lot of work with it. I don't put no pressure on it. So, all right, let's move on. So now we got to the 8630. Okay, now this is the 490 disc. Why do we have a 490 disc and why do we have a real disc? Okay. We work approximately 500 acres. But if you cut that in half, we got some plots that's in CRP. Now, CRP is the government, you know, what they pay so much an acre and all like that. So that'll be on another video that I'll talk about that. So if you cut that in half, we are actually typically at 400 acres that we actually farm. We're not big farmers, we're small farmers. And so what I mean by the disc, this 490 disc, I use this for, you know, just to fix, like I said, just make dirt for the base road, for that blade back there I was showing you. And, you know, we got a lot of cover crop that's coming up that's gonna be about up to your knees when it dries up. So I'm gonna use this disc to cut up everything because I don't know how well that real disc does in a tall grass environment. But if it get probably about right there, then I use the real disc and then just do away with the disc. So this disc right here is gonna be hooked up to this one. And the real disc, I'm probably gonna try to put it to that 81 over there, but I don't know how well it's gonna pull it. So that's what this right here come in at, to pull heavy stuff. So we're not done getting heavy equipment, because this right here, I know it's a good disc, but I'm gonna go big. I'm gonna go bigger someday. So I'm gonna get probably one more year out of this disc, and then I'm gonna trade it. And it's a real good disc. It's got a clog in it, right there. What it is, that spacer had moved over. See, the spacer right here had moved over, and I'm just gonna take that off and just replace that. But other than that, it's a real good disc. So let's move on. It's getting cold, man. I'm trying to hold this phone. Y'all gonna have to bear with me. That's the reason I ain't talking right. This right here is a 4640. Now this was brought in, I think it take my uncle to even explain that. I think this right here was brought in a year after that 4230 over there. Because that 4230 was the first tractor that ever came to the farm. And then this right here came in, I think, a year after. And I think I was like 6 or 7 years old when this tractor came in, and I'm 41 years old. And this tractor does a lot, man. I mean, it did a lot, and this is what I call my retired tractor. I only use this just for bush hogging. That's it. I hooked the blade up to it to fix up base road, but I love this tractor to death. Now, the only thing wrong with this one, I pulled this up because that right there is gonna have to be changed. Because the hydraulics, the tractor moves, but none of the hydraulics won't pick up. So I got the filters, and I'm gonna change the oil. So that'll be another video that I'll do. And I gotta get the work truck. And now I gotta get the work truck. This is the work truck. Of course, we have the farmhouse. So this is the work truck. I'm not for sure what year it is. I think it's a 96, but it's a turbo diesel. It's got a diesel engine in it, and it does what I want. Man, I'm finna get in this truck, man, because it's cold. Y'all can't say I ain't tried. But yeah, this is all the equipment, everything that I have, including tractor and my little storage shed back over there. This is everything that I have. Now, I know you're asking why you ain't got a shop up yet. Technically, the reason why we don't have a shop up yet is because we are waiting on the builders to get here and do our lining and everything. Because you see, the ground is already, see, I have pushed up everything on it. Well, I got everything sitting on it. And I had smoothed the ground out and everything, made it hard and all like that. Because really, all this right here ain't never looked like this. Because we had trees over here. It was a house right here, and it was a tree line right here. So I got all that out the way. So only thing they have to do is do the, I guess what you call it, the laser shot. And I got the combine sitting there because that's going to be the backside is how I want it. The backside, if I draw a line right here and then the shop come this way, then the overhead, which is the storage, you know, to put in the shed, is going to be back that way. It's a certain way how I want it. Then typically the guy said it's going to be probably like 10 to 12 weeks before they even bring some lumber on, because they getting behind on shipping and everything. So I'm like, all right. So the shop is coming. That will be on the YouTube channel when I get everything together. Y'all, I'm going to get in this truck and I'm going to talk to y'all in there because it is freaking cold. I think it's supposed to be 17 tonight. And this is ridiculous. Whew. Oh, man. So, well, you can't even hardly see me. So, y'all, just this is my first YouTube channel. I know I'm struggling with it because it's cold. So just like, share, subscribe to Wade Farm. Is how we value our land in West Tennessee. And be ready for another video as I come. All right.